Should be live now. Okay. There we go.
What are we watching?
I'm going to make it to subscriber only mode first.
How come?
Because you know how people go crazy in the chat. So we want to make it subscriber only mode real quick.
But it's so fun.
Yeah.
But it's not.
And let me go to, where is our other screen here?
The chat?
Our scenes. Where are the scenes?
Let me go see YouTube.
Okay.
You found it?
Yep. Okay, so let's go to this screen. And then I'm going to go here and adjust our settings. And we're going to make sure that we are dialed in here. So we're going to go live chat replay, subscriber only mode. That way we can have a clean setup. And then we're going to go again and turn this on and turn this on. Hey, Jay, what's up, buddy? What's going on, big dog?
I have to look at ourselves really quick.
We literally just went live and we're about to get it started. I just switched it to subscriber only mode so we can kick this off and be good on the chat. And I think we're dialed, bro. I think we're good right now. I think everything else is looking good. Let's get started here, bro. We just got we got Senator Kennedy.
Senator Kennedy.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Higher.
Professor Schwartz, you're a professor at the University of Minnesota.
Yes,
Okay. Beautiful state, by the way. Wonderful state.
it's a wonderful state.
Some people in your beautiful state went to your state Medicaid department and said, we want some tax.
Nice, AJ. Good to have you, bro. I don't think you've seen this, bro, of Senator Kennedy. I'm just watching this too.
Taxpayer
new?
money,
Yeah. This
Some-
is from today.
being state taxpayer money, some being federal taxpayer money, to feed the poor.
Oh, let me switch
And
it.
and these entities that did that got the money, and then they stole it.
And then they stole it.
But to help cover their tracks, well, before I go there, do you think those people should be prosecuted?
I think if there's reason to pursue prosecution, of course they should be prosecuted.
Okay. Do you
and
think their
convicted.
ethnicity should matter?
The ethnicity of these people
The
should
thieves.
should not matter.
Okay.
Not a bit.
Now, some of these thieves also went to some restaurants and said, I need a fictitious invoice that you fed 100 people. You're not going to feed 100 people. You're just going to help me steal the money, and I'll kick back some of the money to you. Do you think those restaurant thieves should be prosecuted?
Yeah.
I think if they have committed crimes, they should be prosecuted,
Regardless of their ethnicity?
regardless of their ethnicity.
Okay. You had some other people in Minnesota who had a different scam. They went to the Medicaid department and said, I need state taxpayer money and federal taxpayer money to provide services to autistic children. And they got the money. And then to maximize the fruits of their theft, they went to well, first, do you think those people who...
Same answer to the question.
Okay. Now, in order to generate more money they could steal, they went to some families and said, do you have children? And some of the families said, yeah, we have kids. And they said, the thieves said, are your children autistic? And they said, well, no. And the thief said, well, would you agree to sign paperwork to say they're autistic if we kick back
Oh, my God.
kick back to you some of the money?
Can you imagine?
Do you think those families should be prosecuted?
Yeah.
Same answer.
Okay. And you don't
And
think
they're
their
very
ethnicity
And it's like
Yeah.
disgusting.
Yeah.
should matter?
Not a bit.
Okay. All right, Mr.
What
Is
is
it
it?
Hankerson?
I think it was a blueberry.
I'm sorry, Mr. Hankerson. Did I understand you to say that you have studied immigrant communities throughout the United States in terms of fraud levels on social services?
Not specifically, no. I've done visa interviews in many countries, tens of thousands of them, and I've looked at reports about
Okay,
fraud
I
levels.
misunderstood you. I'm sorry about that. It's been a long day. Mr. Byer, am I saying your name right?
Solar? Is it Solar? Solar, no, this is not about Jeffrey Epstein. This is about the Somali fraud that happened in Minnesota.
It's Mr.
Welcome to the live stream, guys. Good to have you guys. Right now, we're doing we're going over some stuff about U.S. politics. We're going to look at Iran too, and we're also going to jump into some of this Guthrie stuff. Even though the media is all over it already, it's just too much on it. We're also going to talk about some other stuff too. So we got a few things to go over.
Beer.
Mr. Beer. I like beer better.
Most people do.
Tell me that, I think I heard you say that some people, some folks who've come to our country and are trying to get status to stay, have applied to the Department of Health of DHS, and they've paid money, and DHS is doing nothing?
Oh, that's right. Yep. They're
That's
sitting
a-
on
that's
their
a-
applications, not processing them.
That's a pretty bold statement. How many people, I'm not saying you're wrong, I don't know. How many people?
What's up, guys? We just saw the chat. I just pulled the chat up right now, and Ian, yes, bro, Porsche quality, everything German is phenomenal in my opinion. And yeah, it is.
What does that have to do with
the
it?
German quality? He's talking about the Porsche.
Oh, I didn't hear.
Well, it's right there. He says Porsche
People we're
quality.
talking about.
Yeah.
About half of the immigrant flow right now.
So how many-
90 countries are
How many
affected
people-
by the
how many
State
people is-
Department ban.
How many people is that?
Well, it's at least 300,000 abroad and probably twice
Okay,
that when you consider the
you're
people already in the
that
U.S.
300,000 folks have gone to
What's up, Hans? Good to have you, bro. Hans knows what's up about German engineering, and that's yep. What up? Remember when the Democrats released the Epstein files?
I know exactly. Can you come and go in my DM to talk to some of my friends?
That keep bugging us about the Epstein files.
Yeah, it's so annoying.
Oh my god,
DHS to seek some kind of permanent status or semi-permanent status to stay. At least 300,000, and they paid money to DHS, and DHS has done nothing. Is that what?
That's right. Yeah, they're sitting on their applications.
Well,
or
who
they're
at
just
DHS is
putting
doing
them in the
this?
trash.
Who at DHS is doing this?
Oh, it's Joseph Edlow. He's
Who
in
is
charge of it.
Joseph Edlow?
He came up with this policy to just.
Who is he?
He's the head of USCIS. Joseph Edlow is the head of USCIS. He came up with this
He's
policy
the DHS?
where he is just.
Slow down a minute, man.
he's
You've
just-
had too much coffee. He's at DHS.
He's like
I'm
me.
just from New
He's
Jersey.
bad.
I understand. Great state, too. Who does he report to?
Secretary Noem, of course.
Okay. Does Secretary know
Cons, bro.
whether this?
I don't know what Secretary Noem knows, but she's aware of the general tenor of this
Well,
administration.
what's his name?
Joseph Edlow,
Mr. Edlow. Who's his boss?
Secretary Noem.
Okay. And you can document all this?
Oh, absolutely. They put out a memorandum saying we're not processing these people, and Secretary Rubio's involved as well when it comes to the
Would
State
you send
Department.
me that memo, please?
I will absolutely send that to you.
I went way over. I'm sorry. I'm sorry,
I
John.
appreciate that.
Senator
Thank you.
Kennedy, I'm informed that USCIS is slowing adjudication because of the huge backlog and the lack of vetting of these migrants during the Biden administration is the
Back at you.
reason that we've been
Aloe
given.
Akbar.
Yeah,
Oh, this guy.
Back at you. You know my favorite thing to say back to you.
We got a troll. As Akbar is literally his name.
Aloe Akbar.
He's giving us the middle finger on Instagram chat. Oh my god, bro.
I have a really nice finger for you too.
Yeah, we're
Are
not gonna convert to Islam, bro. Stop trying to convert
Sorry.
us. Yeah, we're good, bro. We're good on Islam.
I don't know. I just heard
Fuck
Mr.
Islam.
Beer, and I'm not saying he's right or wrong. Those are pretty bold allegations that they're taking the money and they're not doing anything. And I just want to know if it's true or not.
Selena Girl says Porsche, like BMW, VW, Mercedes components are over designed. I would argue that they are perfectly designed in relation to the other manufacturers out there. But let's move on to, you know what we got here, bro? We got a couple of good ones.
But what happened? What was the point of that video then?
They went over on time, bro. They went crazy. Yeah, I know. Well, he found out. Someone said that
I
they're
didn't
not.
get the point of the video at all.
The point of the video was that there's, Kennedy was questioning him, and then he found out that there's someone that is supposedly holding all of the applications and not processing them. So they're gonna get to the bottom of it. I was watching this for the first time with everyone else, so it's just, you don't know when, what you're gonna get with Senator Kennedy.
Let me just start with you, Senator Corn.
Now this is something else. This is
Hi, Anna.
along the same lines.
Someone's like, all the profiles have have numbers in them. They're all fake. I don't know if that's the
I'm sure
way
you're
to know if
familiar
something's fake,
with the-
but cute story.
Let me just start with you, Senator Corn, if I could.
Let me turn this up.
I'm sure you're familiar with the recent anti-ICE protests in Minnesota. Let me just ask you this. From your vantage point in the state, are the majority of these protests spontaneous or more organized? What is your impression? You're there.
Sorry, Mr. Chair. They're highly organized and coordinated.
What evidence of that? What data? What signs have you observed that would indicate some level of coordination?
Well, we've seen in Minnesota, we've seen a wide variety of coordinated efforts. The agitation groups on the ground, there are a wide variety of them, some national, some very professional, in addition to local reports that state they've trained some 30,000 observers to get in and
You see this guy's hair? I've never seen a part down the middle like that on a guy.
What do you mean? Yeah, you have.
Not on a guy.
Yeah, like when you remember back in the day, some parents would do it and it was like a nerdy hairstyle.
Oh, you mean when I was 2 years old?
Yeah, he's so cute.
This guy's a grown man. Why is his hair parted down the middle like that,
Don't
bro?
be a bully.
Oh my God, dude, he never passed 5th grade.
Yeah, we know you,
get in the
Anna.
middle of the protests.
Now, how would you describe the tactics that are used during
What's up, Anna?
these protests?
Good to have you back, Anna. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I see, Ian knows. It's called curtains.
Curtains. What is? Oh, the guy's hair. You call
Yeah.
that curtains?
Right? That makes sense.
You won't catch
not
me
talking
with
about
curtains.
something else, right?
The only time I had curtains was in like 6th, 7th, or 7th grade when I thought I was like Asian and I had like bangs coming down, something like that. I don't even know what I was
That you've
doing.
observed: peaceful, aggressive,
Love you too, Anna.
Inciting violence, trying to draw
Yeah,
a
in the
reaction.
30s, they used to have hair like that. Even
Back-
adults did.
Yeah,
Like Pinky Blinders times.
Peaky Blind, and then also like who else? Who is it that Senator Kennedy always talks about? It'll come to me.
You're on the ground, so you tell us.
Yeah, what we've seen is a whole host of doxing.
Jimmy Hoffa,
highly
bro.
coordinated.
In the days of Jimmy Hoffa, those mafia
I've
guys
never
had
heard
that.
such a thing.
efforts
I'm
to-
putting the desk up.
They did.
Doxing. We've seen instances of violence
happened?
against federal agents. I think in 2 cases we've had
Put it back.
Why?
agents that have one had their finger bitten off, and they've been
happened?
pelted with frozen bottles, stones,
So many
and every
rules in
other
this office.
type of thing. In addition to directly interfering with legal law enforcement.
Let me ask you this. Have you seen any evidence that state officials are cooperating or coordinating with these efforts in any manner?
Yes, we've seen there are a variety of state officials, elected officials that represent the Minneapolis area
missed it.
that
I
have
talked
gotten
too
involved.
much
Some are
about
on
other stuff.
So basically, in the city, in Minneapolis, city of Minneapolis, in Minnesota, these protests against ICE are not just like people getting up and saying, "Oh, I'm going to go and protest today." They're very coordinated and they're very deliberate, and they're in conjunction or in corroboration with the people that are running the cities or the state.
the chat box, the chats out there.
To be honest, I didn't listen.
It's okay. It's still going.
We've got one,
'Cause I'm reading the
one
chat
representative,
always.
very proud, Brad Tabke is a representative out there proud, making sure to help train and coordinate those efforts.
Mr. Ritter, can I just turn to you? Senator
Revenge of the nerds, bro.
Cornyn said that he has seen coordinated efforts within his state to disrupt ICE, including lookout signal chats, et cetera. Your organization specializes
No,
in following
Hans,
nonprofit.
the reason why is like Medi created his YouTube a year ago, but he didn't make this channel until like September of this last year, September 2025. You
What-
know,
what
like
is he
your
saying?
YouTube says a whole year, right? That you've had it,
Yeah,
but you didn't do anything on
I
it.
didn't do it. It's literally only like
September 2025.
6 months old.
Yeah.
Funding and organizational networks. So based on your research, what organizations have been active on the ground in Minnesota? What can you tell us?
Yes, we have tracked over $60 million, according to the latest 990 disclosures, to approximately 14 groups, some of them national, others on the ground. Groups like the ACLU provide the legal defense, as well as facilitate the trainings for some of the tactics that Senator Cornyn just described.
Oh, yeah, it's
A
like
group
Pee Wee
named
Herman.
Democracy Forward.
Yes, Pee Wee Herman.
That's
They're
the
exactly
one,
right.
The dorky.
Take Action Minnesota has gotten over $10 million from these large NGO networks, including the Neville Roy Singham Network.
So now they're calling out where these groups are getting the money from.
Oh, they are? Wait, then I'm
from-
interested now. Okay,
from
go back.
from NGOs,
What the heck is an
Indivisible.
NGO?
non-government organizations.
EINGO? No, not that song.
No, not bingo, bro.
National Lawyers Guild, CTUL,
I need to
the
take my
Council on
jacket
American
off, bro.
Islamic
This is crazy.
Relations Minnesota, CARE, Minnesota 350, Voices for Racial Justice, on and on. Like I said, over $60
Wow,
million
you guys can
just
get
according to the
paid to
latest 990
protest.
disclosures.
$60 million, 14, at least
doesn't anybody
14
pay
different
us?
groups. That sounds like a pretty broad ecosystem here. Where's this money coming from?
Everyone thinks we're paid by Jews.
Wow,
That we
I
pay,
wish.
that we get 7K
I
per
mean,
post.
why wouldn't we? I mean, if it's about like my actual thoughts, why
mean,
not?
Like what you actually, yeah.
Yeah.
How is it flowing to these groups? Do you have any sense?
So we've built a database that contains hundreds of thousands of rows from grants from networks like the Soros Network, the Arabella Funding Network.
Robert, you're the
as
fascist
mentioned
for saying
Right?
that.
He just said Soros, like Anna Kemp is saying exactly.
in the Neville Roy Singham Funding Network, many others,
The Soros
Tides,
person,
the Ford.
like everybody knows he's evil,
Yeah.
but there's no way to stop it.
No.
But why?
'Cause he just
there's
has money.
Like everyone in their like little brother knows about Soros and knows like it's like this thing, but nobody can like prosecute him. What kind of world is this? This Lash is gonna come and get you. Oh, open up. Okay, forget
So
it. You're
Soros can legally fund, can legally like give money away to entities, NGOs, organizations to go and do stuff. It's legal. But if you're gonna be actually like
yeah, but you're enticing like violence and stuff or whatever
you're
it's called.
instigating you're instigating
I never said I know how to
but
talk.
if you're
you
going
just want me
against
to be by you.
yeah, if they're like encouraging them to like stop law enforcement, then we have a problem, and that's what they're doing now is figuring out-
Foundation.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Anna Kemp says Soros has been evil all his life.
Exactly,
He's one of
see?
Satan's number one workers.
But it's so interesting. Like all of you guys know about it. Like people's like 12-year-old brothers knows about it.
Yeah.
Like people's like 89-year-old grandma knows about it.
Yep.
So it's like,
Yep.
why?
The guy himself is like 120 years
That's
old.
what I know. I don't understand.
Yeah, Hackman in 1957 says, "What city in Iran from? I'm not from Iran. I'm born and raised here in America in California, but my parents came from Tehran. But my mom is from Malayer, and my dad is from another place.
I'm from Ahvaz. I was born there.
Ahvaz.
Yeah, which is like the South.
Network, the Rockefeller Funding Network, these massive NGOs that have billions of dollars to spend on all kinds of coordinated protest, or in this case, riot activity.
Give us a sense, if you could, of how this money flows to the ground level. You know, how does it get from these various donors and come down to ground level and start funding protests and other violent activity?
It comes in the form of a check, a six-figure check. That'll come from whether it's the Open Society or the Tides groups, the Singham groups. They'll fund directly some of these on-the-ground organizations. And we've seen this happen time and again. It's not just in...
Oh, wow. Farzan is from Ahvaz.
Where's they at?
He says he's also from Ahvaz.
No way.
Minnesota.
Very cool.
So the money...
But why is he talking shit on people's accounts?
He
Yeah, I
thinks
think we've
that
got
people with like numbers
Yeah,
means that it's a fake account, which it could be a thing.
maybe.
But definitely on our YouTube,
Yeah.
yeah, who knows?
chart, perhaps, the money gets moved around. You just referenced a number of these groups, Arabella Advisors, the Tides groups. These are left-wing, dark money groups. So you've got this incredible, I mean, just look at the number of different entities on this one chart. All of this money moving through all of these different groups, many of them, again, non-disclosed donors, right? So we don't know exactly where the donors ultimately come from. Oftentimes, the entity that gets the money doesn't have to report where they get the money. So it's washed through multiple times. And what you're saying is your research has found multiple different left-wing groups that are funding these protests on the ground in Minnesota. Is that a fair statement?
Or if they're
Yeah,
from
that's
IRGC,
absolutely
I just
fair.
wanna say-
And the foreign money is probably the most concerning, whether it's from Neville Roy Singham or
like,
the
they're
Swiss
from-
billionaire Hans-Jörg Wyss.
Okay, talk
I
about
want them
that.
to say,
Talk
then
about
let's
the
talk about
foreign
you
money,
all.
because you've mentioned Singham now a couple of times. There was a New York Post article not long ago talking about Neville Singham, who's based, I think, in China. Tell us what your research has uncovered about this foreign money making its way to American protests that often...
See, you got someone in the chat right now, IGI Gunter or something, says, I live in Minnesota and it's extremely sad that people believe this is peaceful protesting. There's nothing peaceful about these people. Exactly, bro. And then someone else...
Who believes that it's peaceful protesting? Only the left liberals that literally
The left-
lie to your face.
the left-
they
yeah.
literally lie to your face, and
Yeah.
then they try to turn it on the other side. So
while they
don't
kick-
worry, no
while-
one believes.
while they kick a police car, they're telling you they're peaceful.
that harm our law
And
enforcement
then they want to
officers.
justify that the police ran over someone and then shot them. Or no, sorry, that someone didn't hit the police and didn't get, his ribs fractured and all this stuff, and is just a victim. That's
Yeah.
bullshit. You can't do that.
Yeah.
Sure. So Neville Roy Singham, he's an American citizen. He's an avowed Marxist, and he made nearly $1 billion roughly a decade ago selling his tech company. One of the funds that purchased the tech company had Chinese sovereign wealth money in it. And once he sold that company, again, got close to $1 billion, he now uses that money to fund a variety of protest, riot, anti-Semitic protests, the pro-Hamas things in New York. He funded the LA riots earlier this year. And so he lives in China, is a pro-CCP guy, and he's
Yep. I know.
not done. He's also got very close ties to the communists in Cuba. He finances trips for American groups to go down to Cuba to receive Marxist revolutionary training. They come back here and then they operate on the ground. Famously, one of the groups in Salt Lake City, the Armed Queers of Salt Lake City, they went down to Cuba and got one of these trips. They're also very anti-ICE and working on these.
Wow, bro, this is crazy, and they gotta stop these people. So that's what they're doing. They're going through the hearings. They're gonna figure out what's going on. They're uncovering the information, and then they know where to go from there.
No, they're going to do nothing about it, unfortunately.
I hope not.
What do you mean?
Farzan says pro-Palestinians believe they're peaceful as well. Yeah, that's the problem, bro. Here's the thing: is pro-Palestine or the Free Palestine people
It's
are
the
actually
same as the liberal people.
they're actually pro-Hamas, which is a terrorist group. They are pro-Hamas. They are happy if Hamas goes after Jews and anyone else. They're happy if Hamas goes and attacks people because they love Hamas. These liberals love Islam, bro. They can't get enough of it.
Anti-ICE demonstrations.
So let me just make sure I understand. You're telling me that protest, quote unquote, protest activity we've seen in Los Angeles, we've seen in Minnesota, we've seen in other places that often turns violent, that some of this, maybe much of it, is funded by overseas money, including by this individual who has ties to the Chinese Communist Party. Have I got that right?
Yeah, that's right. You can see on on a lot of the placards, when you see all these placards roll out, Party for Socialism and Liberation, other groups like that, the Democratic Socialists of America, these are not organic, spontaneous. They got thousands and thousands of signs that get pointed out. Those are all within the Singham network.
Yeah, bro. You don't just when you have thousands of signs ready.
Yeah.
That's organized, paid.
It's organized crime.
You're talking about Soros. You're talking about these CCP guys. I mean, it's just these people are out of control, bro. They're absolutely crazy.
What did she say?
Who?
Leah right there. The I gun.
Gunter says, my name is Leah. I have worked in law enforcement for 20 years in the cities. I took my mom down to a medical appointment down there for her brain tumor, and I was stopped by Somalians and threatened.
Ooh.
Threatened how?
For why?
You just finished with this. You mentioned another major source.
That's jacked, bro.
Of foreign money. Tell us.
They take over wherever they go, and they turn it into trash. That's the problem. They're tribal, and they don't assimilate. They can be here for 15 years and not learn how to speak English.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Which I don't really care if you're not coming. I really don't care.
No,
if you
but I do care. Actually, I oppose that.
But I care about the if you're going to be a truck driver, you need to learn how to interact with people on the roads and read signs and shit like that. Like, you have to learn English at some point. You know what I mean?
No, you should. If you are going to be here at least a couple years, you should know some basic English. You don't need to be fluent. I don't need you to write me an essay.
Right. Exactly.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, Hans-Jörg Wyss, he's a Swiss billionaire. The New York Times reported this. He's one of the largest funders of the Arabella network of funds. He pledged to give $200 million to electing people in the United States. Many people have wondered how is a foreigner allowed to fund political operations. Thus far has escaped, there's been some investigations, but not enough.
This is exactly the kind of thing that Alexander Hamilton all those years ago warned about when he warned about the danger of foreign influence and foreign adversaries in our elections, and we're seeing it play out in real time.
What did Jason say? His message got hidden.
Jason? Oh, did he retract it or someone else cut him off?
I don't know,
Someone else probably did it.
Massive fraud scandals have been rocking Minnesota for months now, really years. It's just now we know all about them. And fresh scrutiny is happening on one of the state's biggest political names while all that fraud is going on.
What did you do?
Far-left Democrat Ilhan Omar is facing a House investigation involving her and her husband. You see, their financial fortunes have exploded in the last few years. Disclosures about Tim Mynette's wine business have jumped from just $51,000 to nearly $30 million a year. That wine must be
ridiculous.
Delicious.
Anybody that holds office should not be allowed to make this much money. It's like, no.
Well, I mean, if you can do it, if you have businesses and you do it legally, you're fine. I mean, that's fine. But like, her winery. I thought she's Muslim. Her winery it's not real. Well, that's what we're finding out.
No, but like, why did it take so long?
We're uncovering it now. Here's the crazy part. Here's what everyone knows. You guys all know that if Trump didn't become our president last year and we were right now under the Kamala Harris administration, Kamala and Tampon Tim, we would not uncover any of this fraud.
No, what do you mean? They were in on it.
Well, Tampon Tim is from Minnesota, so literally was in on it. The guy chose not to run again for office after all of this that's coming out. Why do you think? Because he's complicit.
Stunning rise. And you know what else is rising? Eyebrows.
Allegedly.
Especially given Omar and her allies' long history of railing against wealth, profit, capitalism.
You know what? You know what? Look at what Eric says. A Muslim that owns a winery. Now that is kind of ironical.
I know. That's why it's hilarious.
Dude, this.
It's like,
bro,
dude.
Exactly. That's
why
a
didn't you
great
just go
point.
into like a business that sells hijabs? You wear all these hijabs on our fucking screen all the time. And
dude, but he brings up a great point. If you're such a Muslim, where you come on all of our TVs and all of our screens wearing hijab, walking around like you're some kind of a Muslim, why would you have a winery? Wine is haram, isn't it? It's
haram.
Illegal for Muslims, bro.
To make sure that we're holding
State Line, what's up, buddy?
special
in
interest
general,
accountable.
you can't even make that kind of money like that in a year.
That's why everyone's looking.
Like, unless you're like a tech business, by the way, you cannot.
Overnight winery. Oh,
in
yeah.
1 year, do you know how many businesses like die? They kill themselves.
Well, first, when you start a winery, you have to grow the grapes.
No, in general, you just can't. Even if, let's say, somebody else was.
I mean, you can blend other people's wine and make your own wine.
But in general, it's just such a scam. Nobody's making $10 million or whatever the hell
overnight. Yeah. Let's see what she has to say.
That we need to make sure that we're holding special interest accountable, that we're getting money out of politics, that we are taxing the uber rich, right. That the 1% gets to pay their fair share.
The 1% does pay their fair share. Does anybody know the numbers? I've said it to you guys 100 times. I know these numbers by the back. Dude, the top 1% pay for 20. I think it's.
This is your favorite thing to say.
Now I'm forgetting. It's like 25% of all taxes are paid by the 1%, and then by the top 20% pay for over 50% of taxes. 75%. Top 20% pay for 75% of taxes. The top 50% pay for 95% of all taxes in our country. Who are you trying to tax more now? Who exactly? The top 1% pay for 25% of all taxes. Who exactly are you trying to tax more? They should pay more?
Yeah.
Who benefit from this bill are toy spaceship billionaires like Elon Musk and Donald Trump himself.
Those kinds of spoils that they are rolling in are not earned. They aren't working for those billions of dollars. They're stealing them. They're stealing them from you.
Your people are stealing them.
No, you're literally stealing them as we're uncovering the billions of
Has
fraud.
anybody checked on her stuff? Somebody check on her. I haven't heard about her shit.
Bro, here's the thing is, we work hard, and if you want to, we're successful because we work our asses off morning to night. And you know my story. You know where I came from. So I worked, not only for other people, but in the PM at night till 2, 3 a.m. I worked for myself off hours just to build what I have now. It's not like these people just get up on stage and say, oh, these people didn't earn it. They stole it. It's like, no, people that make money. You know how hard it is to have a successful company in this country? Yes, it's the American dream, but it's hard to have a successful
and every day it's work. It's
company.
not like, you just made it. No, we still have so much to do.
If it's so easy, let's see you do it.
Well, from all that, maybe Ilhan Omar is building some toy spacecraft that we don't know about. Chief Congressional Correspondent Chad Pergram on Capitol Hill. Chad.
Harris, good morning. The wealth of Presley and Omar have jumped since they were elected to Congress. House Oversight Committee Chairman James Comer took the unique step of asking his panel to probe Omar and not the Ethics Committee.
The Ethics Committee has jurisdiction over members of Congress. The two businesses in question are owned by Ms. Omar's husband. So the Ethics Committee does not have jurisdiction.
I think this guy Spit Nails is talking about Ilhan Omar and AOC. Yeah, they're both idiots.
Over a spouse, only a member.
He better be.
Omar contends she did nothing wrong.
What up, man?
But says her rapid wealth stems from her husband. He has a consulting business, which
She's
may
the
be
one that
worth
put him on
millions.
timeout. I saw that right there.
The couple had an interest in a California wine operation. The wealth of congressional spouses is complicated, especially if they are responsible for most of the income.
Sometimes there's income that they're bringing in where there are questions as to whether
Okay, Hans, what's your
the
point?
way that income is
We
made
didn't see.
may
He
conflict
has a point
with
to make.
the day-to-day job.
Hans, what's up, bro? What'd you say?
He said people hate Musk and Bezos. It's right there down. He wrote.
People hate Musk and Bezos for success because they are singular people, but UPS is the largest employer, but no face to the name to hate.
Totally good point.
Great point.
Very good point.
Great point. And that's the problem is these guys, bro, when they see someone, it's this jealousy thing. It's this thing. Here's the thing is people know that they're lazy. These people on the left that are losing their minds, they know they're lazy asses and they know how hard it is. And when they look, they go, oh man, I could never. Let me go.
Let me talk shit.
Let me talk. What, the only thing they can't, how can they get a one up over someone?
It's by hating.
Lying, saying that they're stealing money, saying that they're taking it, saying that they didn't earn it.
Yeah.
Right?
They don't understand all the hard work.
Yeah.
Thanks, Carrie. Perry.
Of the member of Congress.
Oversight Committee Democrats
really
find
good
it
point,
strange that their committee is probing Omar.
I don't think that we should be playing politics with this committee. It's unprecedented to go after another member. There's a procedure. There's a House Ethics Committee.
There's
We've never
someone
done that
that's
with
doing
members.
fraud.
There's a different procedure for House Ethics, which we have. So I don't know.
What happened to this whole thing that nobody is above the law?
Yeah, sorry. I don't really care what you think about ethics.
All of a sudden, I don't think we should be going after people on this committee. Wait a minute. They're above the law now? Your committee is above the law, so we shouldn't go after them.
Like they're saying they have their own set of procedures to go after. Well, obviously, you guys don't do your job right because this has been going on, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that's what he's saying. He's saying, oh, why am I so
Later,
loud?
AJ. See you, bro.
Good night.
Why we're trying to politicize the committee.
So they're above the law now, but they can go after Trump. Trump is not. They can go after him and they can go through his wife's panty drawers and everything. Crazy people, bro. Look at this lunatic on your screen.
Now, on the wine operation, one label was called Blockchain. It was described as featuring aromas of blackberry and baking spices. The sales pitch said you would not want to trade it even on the dark web. It sold for $7, Harris.
You'd have to sell a lot of bottles to get to millions. Interesting. Chad, thank you. And focus now. Kaylee McGee-White, a Fox News contributor.
I love it, bro. They're going to go uncover all the fraud.
It's so exciting, but I really hope something actually happens this time.
I know, bro.
Because there's a lot of shit that's been found out and nothing happened.
We're on the edge of our seats, bro. Because here's the thing. They went after Trump, and they were all hoaxes. And they ended up
but
empty.
these are real, right?
They ended up empty-handed. We're going after the fraud, and the fraud is there. These people are sloppy, they're lazy, and they're losers, and they're cheaters, and they're and
Let's make a rap song.
And they're thieves. People like that are there's too many holes in their game. You know, you're gonna catch them, bro. So it's just like, dude, it's just like State Line says, it's a fake winery, bro.
Look, there's a whole lot of money on Capitol Hill, both sides of the aisle. And you could say that you want to follow all the money trail. Look at the chef.
Ryan just made the same. Why is my mic so loud? I need to turn it down.
So loud.
Ryan just made the same
Statement that other people,
statement as, what was it, to Eric. He says, why does a Muslim have a winery in the first place?
I've never heard such a thing. It's just
very,
odd.
very weird.
Because you know why?
Why?
Because she probably thought like, oh, nobody would ever question that winery is mine, or I don't know.
I don't know.
You know, like
that was funny, but not really. I don't think so.
No. I wasn't trying to be funny.
No,
You think everything I say is funny, but no.
I don't think so, bro. We need to get them, bro. We need to get these people, like Max is
It's
saying.
not easy to steal or commit fraud. Well, I think you have to go to Minnesota. They're doing a great job.
Yeah.
And they make it look really easy.
Where women were being quieted for some of the discrimination that was going on in the Hill. So we get that.
Bro, Selena says, let's see perp walks. I not only want to see perp walks, I also want to see deportations,
walks?
bro. Perp walk is where they are taking them to jail.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, perpetrator walking, taking them to jail. Perp walks, and then, but not only that, I want to see deportations, bro. I want them to, you know what's better?
We sound like we're drunk. Well, we're sober.
We should probably
Right
have some
now.
drinks. You know what would be better is if they were able to, figure out this whole thing about Ilhan Omar's brother that she married to get her.
Wait, what happened with that? That still has to be like found out, right?
Yeah.
Or no, it was proven.
Oh, no, they haven't investigated. I thought they were going to, and I think Trump said he will have it.
Please, someone do that.
Yeah.
That is so illegal.
Yeah, bro. You can't do that to our immigration system and then become a congressman.
I know. What the fuck? Why are you guys even letting like foreign people do
A
that?
representative of a state, bro? Are we kidding?
Like honestly, only people who are actual like born. Is it called natural citizens? No, what is it called when you're born here and that's why you're a citizen?
you're just a U.S. citizen here. I don't know.
No, because I'm a U.S. citizen and I'm not born here. What are you talking about?
I don't know, bro. Maybe State Line could tell. What is it? What kind of a citizen are you? If you're like
I
me,
think it's called a natural citizen.
no, you're a naturalized.
I
Means
know, but I think you're a natural.
I'm a born citizen, natural born citizen.
I know, but that's why it's called
what it is.
natural.
Natural born citizen. Yeah.
Right? Guys,
This is
we
a
went
very
to the Leering Center. Sorry. We don't know. See? Yeah, it's natural. So yeah, I
Specific-
feel like only people that are
specific case.
like
Why is that?
natural citizens should be able to hold office in anything. Governor, senator, president.
It's everyone knows.
Isn't president supposed to be that?
It's
Yeah.
very odd to have someone from Somalia, from a country that is
That you immigrated to.
bro. There's
You didn't
no
even go to
laws.
elementary school here.
It's called lawlessness. There's no laws, bro. There's a bunch of gangs fighting each other. And
No, forget it. Let's not even bash on Somalia.
No,
saying
we
those-
should, because why would we want those people running our government, making decisions, representing the people of our country?
I know, but no, stay with me. It just doesn't make sense. If you go to any other country, they would not, I don't know, don't fact check me, okay? They would not let you do those type of things there. They wouldn't
course
let you, like in Dubai, they won't even let you become any type of citizen.
Of course.
Yeah,
because they're not
like,
idiots.
no, it's
they're
only
not
our own
idiots like
people.
us catering. Oh, this is everyone's land. This is stolen land.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Open the border.
Are we
Just,
supposed to be the greatest nation in the world? And I truly believe we are. So why don't we start acting like it?
I mean, here's the thing is we're gonna start like Hilda says in the Instagram chat, we're gonna start voting them out because all this stuff is being found out, and people are like, bro, how dumb were we to elect Ilhan Omar?
This is my thing. I don't think they got really elected. They do like election fraud. They have to. You just said there's 1 million Somalians in Minnesota. How did she get elected?
Well, how did she get elected?
You're not even allowed to vote. You're not even allowed to vote.
I know, but it was rigged. Obama shipped people from Somalia.
That's what I'm saying. But you're not allowed to vote as if you're not a citizen.
But they brought them here and made them legal and gave them let them vote.
This is ridiculous.
You
should literally have to vote with your like citizenship.
Welcome to woke America.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah, I know.
Like imagine, yeah, I think someone said like you can't. No.
Yeah, dude, that's the
I don't know.
problem.
That.
Yeah, I was doing a bit of research into Tim Manette, Ilhan Omar's husband's various businesses, and his investment firm, it has no known clients, no known investment deals. It doesn't even have an active SEC registration.
Wow.
Wait, I didn't hear it.
Oh my God.
What does it mean?
That means her husband is supposed to have this investment company when in fact he doesn't even have SEC. Dude, it's nothing. It's a farce. It's all a farce, not a fart.
And his winery, which is also
watch.
purported, it doesn't this and his investment search into Tim Manette, Ilhan Omar's husband's various businesses, and his investment firm, it has no known clients, no known investment deals. It doesn't even have an active SEC registration. And his winery, which is also purportedly making him millions of dollars per year, has no online presence. It has no marketable products available for purchase online. And get this, back in 2024, an investor into that winery actually sued Manette and his business partners, alleging that they had fraudulently misrepresented the winery as a legitimate business operation. So yeah, maybe there's a version of events here in which, of course, all of this is conveniently timed with his wife's election to Congress and her growing considerable influence in the Democratic Party. And
Wow.
I hate her.
Wow. Oh my God, bro. Just looking at
I just don't like her.
Just looking at her, it makes me
maybe
sick.
there is a version of events in which
Just looking at her makes me sick.
Totally, I agree with you.
Oh, it's borderline painful to look at her.
Ilhan Omar and her husband have just
Oh,
been
my God.
extremely fortunate. But in that case, you would think that Ilhan Omar might be a bit more appreciative for this country in the ways in which it's aided her success. But I look at these events and I think they have cracked the Hunter Biden playbook. And I think
when I look at her, it's the audacity and the
it's
look,
not about her look or anything.
and the look of entitlement.
Yeah, and she's so rude about America and people. That's the thing.
And she's trying to. She comes to America from Somalia and tells us we need to go after white men.
And then she's married to a white man. Oh my God.
And she's married to a white man.
It's like, seriously? Yeah, she's a hypocrite, and I don't like
Bro,
hypocrites.
it's the audacity.
Oh, she 100% staged her own attack. Come on, that attack.
Yep,
That attack was the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Ryan's right. She hates Americans, just like Hello said. Yep.
Well, I think like a lot of liberals hate Americans and in America, and you know.
Well, here's the
that's
thing.
scary.
One of my theories is Islam. The leaders of Islam they basically got liberals to hate themselves and to hate their own country, and they convinced them to think that this land is stolen land and it's not anyone's land, so open the borders and let us all in. Yeah. It's one of my theories.
I think that there are many other people in Washington, D.C. who watched the success of the influence peddling scheme that the Biden family ran. And more importantly, they saw that the Biden family faced zero consequences for that scheme. And they decided to try and replicate the results themselves. So I do hope that James Comer is successful at cracking what is actually going on here, because I think that she's probably not the only one in Washington with some considerable wealth to answer for.
Wow, so they are going after it. They are investigating it. So that's a great thing.
Oh my God, I can't wait to see her arrested or something. You know, even just like, no.
Yeah, State Line's right. Even the way she talks, bro, makes me nuts, bro. It makes me nuts. Dude, it gets under my skin. But dude, I really think Muslims have infiltrated. They've convinced liberals they suck, and that their country sucks, and their country was built on all these stuff of slavery and this and immigrate and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And to open the borders and to let all the other Muslims in so they can take over our country.
Yeah.
Look, that's exactly where I started. There's a whole lot of money on Capitol Hill, and I just wondered why this particular case.
Jennifer.
It's also probably the timing of the fraud to the billions.
Hillary is still free.
Yeah, that is true. But we are
only in the second year of Trump.
We're in the second year of Trump's presidency, so we got he got around to a lot of things, and now he's going to get around to all the other stuff
that's now been uncovered in her state. So it's a complicated issue at best, and she has some apparent in a House committee explaining to do. Speaking of millions, I want to talk about people, not money. Millions of Americans chose faith, family, and freedom during Super Bowl halftime. Turning Point USA hosted the first ever halftime show headlined by Kid Rock. It racked up 5 million views on YouTube alone, 26 million total views across several platforms.
Nice.
Now, the show also included this tribute to late Turning Point founder Charlie Kirk.
I want to honor God in all that I do. My wife and my kids, my relationship with God, top 3 things.
We're in the 5th year of it. Let's say a 5. You could say 5th year of his presidency, but the first, his first 4 years,
It was awesome.
they were all against him. Everyone was against him. Everyone was crushing him.
Well,
and
you
the
guys
way
were, but we weren't.
the way I'm saying, all the forces that be in our country were against him, and he, did not do as good of a job choosing his cabinet and all the people that he wanted around him. Now he did. Now it's a much different ballgame, way different ballgame.
And the more often.
And guys, I truly believe that we needed Trump to lose the 2020 election. Not that he actually lost, but to not be president for those 4 years so he could build up his anger and strength and plan everything so he could be an insane president for us now, starting in 2025.
That you choose the deep, the difficult, but the right path over the easy path is one that will reward you, your family, and this beautiful nation.
Turning Point USA spoke.
I can't believe he's gone still.
It's crazy.
Every time I see him, bro, it makes me crazy.
Spokesperson Andrew Klobuchar said,
Anna's right. It was God's plan. I'm telling you, we needed Trump to have that gap between his what do you call it? His
presidency.
Yeah, both of his presidencies. Why am I?
This was just the beginning.
Because it's late.
Yeah.
We're going to do another halftime show for the country next year at 20 million at very minimum. I think that number is going to go higher, 40, maybe even 50 in the next 24 hours. People are paying attention. And, if you give us a year to plan this thing, I'm really excited to see what we can pull off. But we got to do it for the country.
Kaylee, I thought about this last night. This isn't just a Republican or a conservative thing. There are people across the spectrum who have faith and love in their hearts.
Yeah, we
To
do.
get a number that big, perhaps some of them turned away from what was going on at the halftime show during the NFL and watch some of this.
Yeah, well, and it's also the family-friendly choice to tune into Turning Point's alternative. Much has been made about the fact that Bad Bunny sang solely in Spanish, but the fact is, Harris, he wouldn't have been able to sing his lyrics in English because they are so profane and vulgar that the FCC would have pulled the show entirely.
Why was he even allowed to say some of those lyrics? I thought Super Bowl is a family thing.
I heard the translations.
I saw too. I mean, what are you talking about? Why did you used to like Bad Bunny songs? It's because it was dirty.
I don't know. I just enjoy it.
Why do you think
back in the day.
Yeah, but that's the whole point. It was like sexual songs. Yes, that's why. He's acting innocent.
No, but I heard the translations, and she's right. They were the words. If you translate them and sing in English, it probably wouldn't be allowed to be.
Yeah, totally.
So this, again, was the family-friendly option. And I think that a lot of people watched Bad Bunny's performance and they saw, okay, he celebrates his heritage, he celebrates his culture, but why is everyone else in the world allowed to do that except for us? This was a uniquely American event, and we aren't allowed to celebrate our own culture, our own heritage in the 250th anniversary of our country. I think that says a lot about the NFL.
Well, Charlie Puth sang beautifully our nation's anthem, and then that gorgeous military flyover. I mean, there were a lot of moments for people to take in that were pro-American, but then what you just described was going on too.
Hey everyone, I'm Emily Campagno.
I want to play this for you guys so you can hear what Nick Fuentes said about Iran, and
I'm so excited that he said that because I never liked him, and every time he talked about him, it was getting on my nerve.
Yeah, well, here's the thing is I always was someone that I'd watch him here and there, not religiously, but just here and there I would watch him.
Yeah, but something about him was off.
And I would agree with some things and disagree with some things, Which
is fine. It's
but
not
now,
like we agree and agree. Yeah, no.
But now, after what he said, listen to what he says about Iran. This is a trip. He basically says that the Iranian government should crush the innocent Iranians.
Well, let him say it.
Let him say it here.
Evolution is right.
Wyatt Kaldenberg.
No.
Ohio Ramage seems pretty quiet
Let's
since you were on
turn
blast.
it up.
Any updates on his chances for attaining the governor's office? Uck is stupid quiet too, which is odd. Outstanding content, sir. Flex.
You found it, actually?
$20.
Yeah.
Nick, I know you don't support the Iranian revolution, but would you be interested in doing a show with leaders of the revolution, at least one live from Iran? The revolution is right. Wyatt Kaldenberg.
No, fuck them. Fuck those people, and I hope Iran crushes them. I hope they get fucking destroyed. They're traitors. They are traitors to their country, and I hope they get fucking crushed. They are traitors to their country. You know, Iran is fighting for their sovereignty. Israel is blowing up their country. And I get why people are angry. You know, they're hungry, they're poor, but...
You know nothing.
No, I don't want to talk to those people. I'd rather talk to the Ayatollah. I'd rather talk to the jurists. I'd rather talk to the Qataris than the leaders of the revolution. Revolution? Absolutely not. The revolution is right. Give me a
The Grinch
break.
sent $20. My roommate is totally
So
that
on
was-
that,
that was
everybody
the whole-
knows. Everybody knows he's a closeted gay faggot who literally has so much hate in his heart, and this just proves it because you're disgusting.
Yeah, everything he said is jacked up. I don't know where it's from.
He's anti-Israel. That's why.
He's anti-Israel and he's speaking from ignorance. You know, it's crazy. I don't even know what to say, to be honest.
But you should say more. Because I'll jump
I think
you.
it's horrible that
I'll
he
jump you
thinks.
after this.
I think it's horrible that he hasn't done his homework on it. If he has done his homework, I think he's a piece of shit to hope that a horrible tyrannical dictator
Terrorist,
should
rapist, pedophile.
should go and murder its own people, and 30, 40, 50,000, some people say more people died for protesting innocently and unarmed, and that's a complete travesty, and it's horrible that he even I don't know if it's clickbait. I don't know if he's saying it, you know, to get people to talk about him like we're doing now and put him on the screen.
It doesn't matter.
I'm not
That's like
really
an
sure,
easy. I'm sorry, but that's an easy cop out. Oh, I did it for the clickbait. I don't give a fuck. Shut the fuck up. Literally.
Yeah. Well, that's probably we'll probably get hit, but for language on this one. But,
It's okay. Did you on the last one when I cussed that guy out?
No, Tony
That's what
says
I
he's
thought.
trying to be relevant. Sam states already rules state by state. There are a lot of the rules in chat. If you're not American first, then you should leave this country. Yeah.
I agree, man. You did, and I agreed. Even back then,
Min says, "Yeah, I told you."
you could
yeah.
just tell he's just a loser. I don't know how to explain it. You could tell he's like a nerd, a dork, not a nerd, some dork trying to be relevant. Totally.
Yeah. There are some things that I agree with. Some things, like
I don't care.
he says people that want to have more in life should work harder. Things like that are
wow.
they're obvious, right?
Yeah. Thank you so much.
But you know, he goes off the rails, and you quickly are like, "Oh, dude, he's nuts."
No, he's just a faggot. That's why.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. In the
And
way
he
that,
and he cannot come out, so he's super mad at people and like things. So I don't know why he just doesn't
Yeah.
come out and
Mr. Miller,
sucks him.
you're the general counsel of Verizon, is that right?
Of our consumer group, Senator.
Who is your CEO?
Dan Schulman is the CEO.
Could you
of
get
Verizon.
close to the mic, please?
Dan Schulman is
Why
the CEO.
isn't he
of
here
Verizon.
today?
Senator, I understood that you wanted a legal department representative.
No, we invited him. Why didn't he
No.
come?
Daniel, not gonna do it.
Senator, that was my understanding is that you
he's
were
saying
looking
for us.
for legal department testimony.
Well, does he know you're here?
Yes, Senator.
Nothing even happened in the other one.
Is he too tired? I mean, is he too busy to come?
Absolutely not. Mr. Schulman is very focused on finding the right solutions for
Yeah,
the committee.
I can
and
tell.
We've been talking about
Does
it.
he not respect the United States Senate?
He absolutely respects the United States Senate.
Maybe he's tired. Could he be tired? I looked up his salary last year. He made $71 million. Maybe he's been up all night counting his money and he's tired. Could that be it?
No, Senator. Mr. Schulman has only recently been appointed the CEO of Verizon.
Were you general counsel when Verizon had to pay $93.5 million because it cheated the taxpayers of this country by charging on invoices to the GSA?
Thank you for that stat, Hans. Hans says 79% of Democrats support voter ID, and people don't know that. It's an obvious thing, bro. You got to show ID to fart these days. Why not?
Yeah, you should.
Why not to vote? You know, it makes
Unless you're trying to do scams.
it makes no sense.
Senator, can you say a little bit more? I'm not.
You don't remember that?
I'm not familiar. I'm sure
okay.
familiar with what you're talking about.
Were you CEO when the FCC fined Verizon $46.9 billion because you shared location data of your customers with third parties?
I am not now and have never been the CEO of Verizon, but I'm familiar.
I mean, were you general counsel?
I was not in my current role, but I'm familiar with the matter you're talking about.
Yeah. Were you general counsel of Verizon when Verizon had to pay $30 million in ERISA litigation for cheating their own employees?
Yeah, they definitely want to cheat.
Senator, I have some familiarity with that matter. I was not in my current role.
Thought you might. Were you general counsel of Verizon when you guys and gals implemented racial quotas in hiring?
Senator, I'm not quite sure what you're talking about.
Yes,
I do disagree with
yes,
the
you do.
suggestion that.
Yes, you do. You know perfectly well what I'm talking about, counsel. Were you general counsel of Verizon when Verizon implemented quotas in hiring based on gender?
Senator, I'm not aware of Verizon ever implementing quotas
Sure you are.
in hiring.
That's
based on
illegal,
gender.
isn't it? You know it's illegal, don't you?
I understand it's illegal, Senator, and I'm not aware of Verizon ever having done that.
Yeah. Well, you took con law?
I did, Senator.
Okay. Were you in the Frisbee or in the quad playing Frisbee during the part about you can't discriminate against people on the basis of race and gender?
Senator, I'm well aware you cannot discriminate on the basis of race or
Okay.
gender.
Were you
To my
general-
knowledge, Verizon has never
Were you
done
general counsel when you required all your employees to go to classes based on to teach them about critical race theory, including, quote, systemic racism, white fragility, and intersectionality?
that. Senator, that has never happened.
Yes, I did. You're under oath, counsel. All right, so you got this subpoena from Jack Smith for senator's records. Did you know who Jack Smith was?
I am aware of who Jack Smith was.
Yeah,
Senator.
you knew at the time that Jack Smith worked for President Biden, and the Attorney General, President Biden's appointee, hired Jack Smith to prosecute a former President of the United States, a former opponent of President Biden, and a current opponent of President Biden, and everybody associated with him. You were aware of that?
Senator, I'm aware of the nature of Mr. Smith's investigation.
Yeah, I thought you would be. And you get this order along with the names that the federal government wants you to divulge that says the people on this list we think might destroy evidence or tamper with witnesses. And it was signed by Judge Boasberg. Is that right?
We did receive a non-disclosure order.
Yeah. Did you know who Judge Boasberg was?
Senator, I was not involved in reviewing that non-disclosure
Oh,
order,
you did.
but I
Is
am
general counsel?
I am aware of who
This
Judge
was just
Boasberg
a
is.
frivolous thing to you? Were you aware that Judge Boasberg hates Republicans like the devil hates holy water?
Senator, I do not know Judge Boasberg,
Yeah.
and I'm not aware
Boasberg.
of who he hates.
Okay. Did you look up the names of the people being subpoenaed, whose records were subpoenaed?
In responding to the subpoena, Senator, we produced the subscriber names.
Did you look up the names, see who they were?
Personally, no.
Just give me one more minute, Madam Chair. So let me get this straight. You get a subpoena from Jack Smith, who's been on the front page of every paper, with an order signed by Judge Boasberg saying these guys might destroy records, and you didn't look up the names. Is that your testimony?
Senator, when our analysts responded to the subpoena,
Is that your testimony?
Yeah.
Don't stall me.
No, I'm trying to answer your question, Senator.
No, you're not. You're trying to stall me. You know I'm out of time.
Senator, when our analysts responded to the subpoena, part of that response would have included the subscriber names associated with the accounts.
Give me one more minute, Madam Chair, please.
Without
I
objection.
beg you.
I'm going to pull up the Nancy Guthrie case in a sec. Right after this.
Did your board of directors know you guys were doing all this? You got, on your board of directors, you got representatives from Starbucks, Coca-Cola, UPS, Longhorn Steakhouse, Olive Garden. Did they know you guys were doing all this?
Senator, can you help me understand what you mean by all of this?
You broke the law.
No, Senator. Verizon
For
did not break the
negligence.
law.
It's called malpractice. You just turned over the records. Did you appeal the order?
No, Senator. We did
Did you
not.
call the senators?
No, Senator.
Did you file a motion to quash?
Wow.
No, Senator. We followed
You
our-
just accepted. You just took the information that Jack Smith and Judge Boasberg gave you and sucked it up like a Hoover Deluxe, didn't you?
Senator, we followed the law and
No, you didn't.
produced the records.
Counselor, you ought to hide your head in a bag. And this isn't over. And all the rest of you should too.
Damn.
That was crazy. He's doing so much. I love it.
Damn, bro. Love that. Let's go, bro. Let's go.
We got to go to the newest thing that they found out. Is that it?
I don't know. I think this is up. Nancy.
This is down in Rio Rico. We're being told it's 15 miles from the Mexican border. But this is the video, the first video that we have seen that is connected to the person who was detained and we presume is now being questioned. Anything about this video, Bob Krieger, that strikes you as you look at this? Because I can't really pick out what is significant and what is not.
Yeah, with what I'm seeing on the screen, there's not much I can say about it, other than there's a good amount of resources down there. That part of
this was described to us as a traffic stop. Perhaps you question them there, bring them back to a local area to question them. But the idea.
This is the Nancy Guthrie thing.
Okay.
Okay, so listen.
Down there.
Yeah, and I wonder, Josh Ritter, if you look at the picture, I don't even know if you can see it, but I will tell you that, as Bob says, there's not really a lot to see, not a lot to decipher. There's a truck on the right. There seems to be some people gathered by that. There appears to be some type of. It could be a photographer's box. It could be, who knows what it is. And then you have a couple of cars on the left-hand side and some people that are down, either being questioned or somebody who's talking to somebody else. We just don't really know exactly what we're looking at here. But you wonder if in a situation like this, is it the goal to get this person, as Paul Moore was saying, and bring them back to Pima County? Is that the goal, to get this person into a vehicle as rapidly as possible and get them back where they can be questioned?
Absolutely, if you believe that's the person you've been looking for. If this is just a person that you feel is ancillary, a person that's going to do nothing more than kind of further the investigation, a person that might have helpful information but you don't feel is involved, perhaps you continue to question them where you've stopped them. This was described to us as a traffic stop.
I heard
perhaps you question them
something about Mexico. I don't even know what's
there,
going on.
bring them back to a local area to question them. But the idea that you're going to put that person in a vehicle.
This is the footage they have of who they think kidnapped her, I think.
Yeah.
Drive them,
What do you mean? Of course, there's
an
not.
hour north back here
Well,
to
That looks like all these Antifa guys too.
No,
Pima County Sheriff.
it's not around.
That to me
That looks like every protester that's protesting ICE too.
shows that this person's beyond just simply someone who's helpful to you, but you might be your suspect. I'm going to also keep you updated further to what's taking place here outside of the station, is that we've also seen one of those SWAT vehicles return. So whatever operation they were on earlier, when we saw all of those vehicles move out in rapid succession, they've obviously wrapped that up. That also seems to coincide with the time that we've heard about this detention and how long it would take them to make that hour drive back from that location here to Pima County Sheriff.
Yeah, and while I've got you both here, I want to bring in, Bob, the same for you. We got some breaking news coming in. This is from KSAZ, our Fox affiliate in the Phoenix area. It says, quoting here, the Pima County Sheriff's Department, assisted by the FBI's evidence response team, is conducting a court-authorized search of a location in Rio Rico, Arizona, related to the Nancy Guthrie investigation. This operation is expected to last several hours. No further details at this time. And then it ends by saying, please see the media staging area below. Fox News has a camera on the way to Rio Rico, so we hope to get some video sometime this evening about what's going on there. What's your best guess at what we're looking at here, Paul Morrow? It doesn't appear to be the vehicle. It is a court-authorized search of a location.
So that could very well explain why we had all of the tactical vehicles that were rolling out of here a couple of hours ago if they had identified that location. It also potentially cuts against the idea that he was trying to flee to Mexico. It sounds like if you have a house down there and the perpetrator, or I should say the suspect, comes back to that house, well, then that's why he was down there, and that might be where he was going. I don't know which one they got first. They got the ID of him and where he lives, or if they got the car first, and off of the car they got the house. One thing I can tell you is, as I said earlier, you're not going to have a trouble of any sort getting the search warrants here. And the fact that they're bringing him back here while they're doing all of this down there at his house, presumably, I don't know it's his house, but you would assume that.
Call me crazy or whatever, but why are we spending all this time on this one person?
I agree. It's obviously some type of distraction.
And I'm not trying to.
That's what somebody was saying.
I'm not trying to lose my act like I'm a pissed off. I'm just genuinely curious. Like, why are we like? Isn't there like a lot of people that go missing?
Yeah, I think
like
they do,
children?
and like children, unfortunately.
Can someone explain to us why?
So why is she so important? And then I saw that.
No, like literally every single thing that I look up for current news is about Guthrie.
But is she like some important person that I'm missing? Or is it because I don't know the answer to that too.
It's a weird thing.
It's definitely a distraction, right?
Like literally everything that I've wanted to pull up is all it just turns out to be Guthrie. Everything is Guthrie.
And then I saw somewhere, can you show them that thing that I just saw that I sent it to you?
Oh, this thing.
Which I'm like, wait, I don't know.
This lady?
Yeah.
It says, why nobody talking about this? The woman who helped expose Epstein's victims on national. Nancy Guthrie reportedly been taken from her home against her will.
So they're saying like that's her daughter, right? And she's
she's the mother of NBC anchor Savannah Guthrie.
Yeah.
Savannah Guthrie was one of the first major U.S. TV journalists to interview Jeffrey Epstein.
Epstein's accusers.
To interview Jeffrey Epstein's accusers.
Yeah, so is that why? I mean, I don't understand. Like, she did the interview with that girl that supposedly killed herself, which said that I won't kill myself. If I do, just know I've been killed. So
there was someone I think said in the chat that they're doing this to distract, like the Clintons did this to distract from their them having to testify. Oh man.
What did Jennifer say? Can you go up a little bit? What did he say? And if it was my mother or your mother, who cares? Or yeah, exactly. If it was any normal person's mom, would they be this insane about it? I don't understand it.
I don't get it. I just don't get it. But I think it's a good time to call it. It's 10:30. It's been an hour and 15 minutes, and I think it's a good time to call. We're getting tired. We got a lot to do, and we'll be back on tomorrow with you guys. Guys, thank you for joining the stream. We're gonna cut it, dude. You ready?
Bye.
You ready?
It was so nice to talk to you guys.
Love it, dude.
I can't wait to cuss out haters later. I'm gonna come up with like fake cuss words. But the other video didn't get anything on it, right?
Hilda says it's midnight here in Texas. I just posted a video on Instagram. Let's see, did that thing go viral? We'll see.
How is it gonna go viral that fast? No.
Yeah.
Oh, not bad.
It's actually moving a little bit, so we'll see how it does. It's at 3,000.
Man, give me some bad words I could use on live.
It's at 3.
I feel like you know how to talk better than me. But seriously, some people are such losers. I have to cuss them out.
I put out some crazy videos recently on Instagram. I know some of you are enjoying those. But anyway, guys, again, thanks. That was fun.
We talked about Nick Fuentes and Iran.
David says anything about Iran here. Let me give you my I just did an update about Iran. Here it is. Let me turn it on. Islamic regime. Is this the end of the Islamic regime? Yes. I'll give you an update on Iran and then answer the question. Today, President Trump said he might send a second aircraft carrier group to the region. Check it out.
There is word that the president might send a second carrier group into that region.
In Iran, people are still pushing back the only way they can, with their voices. In this video, you can hear a man praising Allah, followed by a civilian telling him to shut up because the Islamic regime has killed over 30,000 people in the name of Allah. Listen.
گوساله روانی خفه شما با 30,000 نفر رو کشتن ریدن به الله تو اون رهبر چلاقت
I love it. New cuss word.
He went off on him.
Well,
Go khordi go. I don't know what he said.
Hilda, I know how to speak Farsi. I can literally cuss in Farsi, but it just feels good in English. They need to understand.
I know.
Koskish mala jende. 9
days ago, Lindsey Graham said this.
President Trump, you said
David,
help is on the
President
way.
Trump literally
that
loves
has
you
to be
guys
real.
too.
It has
He's
to be
the only
real
one
soon.
talking about you guys.
Do
really.
it, Mr. President. The people of Iran are begging you to be on their side.
Then 2 days ago, he posted this on social media. Enjoying Super Bowl 60 with President Trump and team. President Trump is Reagan plus, a man of his word. Then today he tweeted this. To the brave people of Iran, President Trump has always heard your cries and demands for justice. The regime has proven yet again it's incapable of real change. If this regime continues the course they are on, then I believe President Trump's statement that help is on the way is becoming more real by the day. People keep asking me if this is the end of the Islamic regime, and my answer is yes. 100% yes. First of all, Trump is a president that does what he says. We all know that. Also, we currently have the largest military presence in the Middle East in the history of our country, and Trump is still considering sending another entire carrier group. Then you got Lindsey Graham and many more giving us hints that this is the end of the Islamic regime. All of this plus, we've heard the Islamic regime is having lots of internal struggles amongst themselves. Yeah.
Inflation has destroyed the economy and the value of the regime's money. And as top officials try to transfer money out of the country, the United States is following their money and seizing it. They're taking it. They're mad at each other for doing a horrible job running the country. So it makes sense that they will take each other out on the inside. Even if they don't, there's nothing they can do to save their economy, which is how they operate. The Islamic regime is going down on its own before Trump even takes action. So yes, I believe 100% the end of the regime is very close. Is this... You guys are funny, bro. Love you guys. I know. I love watching my own shit. But sometimes people ask me for an update. I'm like, dude, I just did an update. Here's the update. David.
But still, I love.
We definitely are not going to stop talking about Iran until there's change in Iran.
Yeah.
حتما یه چیزی میشه. یه چیز خوب. Okay?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
همیشه.
Love you guys, bro. Love everybody. Dude, love you guys. Appreciate you guys. And again, that was a great live, and we will be back mañana. See you guys. Bye.